Hello everybody and welcome to the Wilco Falcon 7X, which I've just downloaded. I'm going to attempt to fly it on a repositioning flight and try and work out all of the systems. I've looked at the manual very briefly, but it seems to be pretty straightforward. Checklist seems to be very brief. Unfortunately my printer has died, so I'm not able to actually print the checklist out and attempt to do anything properly. But today we're going to go from Teterboro, New Jersey to Essex County Airport in New Jersey, which as the crow flies is about 4 seconds. We'll just set up a very quick flight plan, which I will show you now in Plan G over here. I'm going to be using Vox ATC as well, or attempting to. Here's a flight plan, and basically, if it'll let me move it around, just doing a odd weird shape, blitzing about the place, having looked at all of the stuff that Wilco have put out, and there's a whole list of documentation which I haven't looked at. Haven't done my own repaint yet, but I will be downloading the paint kit and doing one. So instead we've got this particularly Russian oligarch grim gold job going on. Externally it all looks fabulous. Internally not so much, as you'll see in a second. But this is the route that I'm planning to do, and so I've just told you about the wonderful gold look that we're going for, and in fact there it is. Apologies, also got a new webcam set up so you can see all the various SciTech things that I've got. I've got a second screen set up which you just saw, which is angled to me, but you'll probably be able to see some of what's on the screen from where you are. And the only other thing is an apology. I still have not worked out EasyDock, so I'm going to have to be slightly jerky panning around the place within the cockpit. I will be going through and checking and seeing what I can do by loading up different parts of the cockpit. There are a whole host of options, so you will see the dreaded right click screen, and also you'll be hearing, because I'm using Designs New York X scenery, so Manhattan is completely rendered, and also all the airports in the New York area, all the major ones anyway, are rendered. We are at Teterboro at the moment, going off to Essex County. Both of those are meant to be. Last time on the first stream on Twitch, when I flew into what was meant to be Teterboro, a disaster occurred and the scenery hadn't loaded properly, and I basically landed IFR into some mud. Wasn't exactly the most pretty of arrivals, but then again, this is not exactly the most pretty of cockpits. If anyone is used to having Coronado products, this is not exactly great, really. Hopefully it's going to be slightly more functional than anything else. Bear with me a second, apologies, I'm just checking that the systems are all working elsewhere. Very slow internet connections at the moment. Not in upload but in download, weirdly. So this should all be coming through fine. It will go up on YouTube, and let's get started and see if I can turn some power on in this thing and get going from there. So cockpit, overhead panel, bloody hell. Right, so flight controls. Good Christ. So you're probably able to see that a lot clearer than I am at the moment, but it's having trouble rendering. I'm not desperately impressed with this. Well, here we have all the power stuff. That externally you probably noticed that there is a GPU set up and rendered on the back, which seems to be plugged into the rear. Cleverly, they seem to have modelled it so it plugs into the rear. I don't know if the real aircraft does this, because that's where the engines are. So you'd have thought you'd put it at the front, so the poor bastard has to disengage it, doesn't run the risk of getting sucked in. Never mind. So bleeds, anti-ice, it's all pretty straightforward. Let's see what happens. Put some batteries on, and there we go. I'm going to have to look at the legends. This is really not very clear at all. External power. Generators not yet. Cabin master goes on. And just starboard master. Left hand master. Not exactly thrilled with this. Anti-ice. I think what I'm going to have to do is go into virtual cockpit because it's not even letting me zoom in. I have, before anything else happened, I went and checked that in fact everything was rendering alright. All of my SciTech controls were working with it okay, and they seem to be. So that's something at least. Fuel, exterior lights. Where I keep being buzzed. Anti-tank boost engine APU. This is scarcely exciting at the moment. Main start. I read about the start switches. There are ignition positions which we'll find in due course. This is all bleed, so right now I don't need that. There's also meant to be, if I shift 1. Nope, that doesn't work. It's meant to be a bit of a crib sheet, never mind. Yeah, apologies about the lack of easy dock. It has got a HUD, which is nice. Obviously, I have to turn that nav lights on. Oh, wait a minute. Logo lights. Under where it says nav. Christ knows how that works. Rain RLPNT. Repellent. The L comes off. Anyway. Standby boost 1, boost 2. So how, dare I ask, are you meant to turn on the APU? There it says APU on. Is that going to do anything? DC supply, tank 1, tank 2. Not needing to transfers. Well, I really don't understand this at all. There's an APU button up here. Oh, that's the fire in the APU. They don't want that. That's gone well. Oh, it's these fire tests, so that's great. So I did forewarn everybody that this was basically an object lesson in experimentation, so we may or may not get this thing off the ground. Who can say? Bear with me a second. I'm just going to look on yet another screen and see if I can actually see any information online as to how to make this damn thing work. No, that's not helped at all. Ah, wait a minute. APU, start, stop. Oh, Jesus Christ. That's quite why it has to make all that noise at the beginning, I don't know. APU master switch. On. Cool, right, we're making some progress. No avionics. Some avionics. Bloody hellfire. Hydraulics, flight controls. Auto brake, beautiful. Flight control system, normal switch. Filter standby, fine. Galley master. It's not going to be the most exciting video in history, I'm afraid. interior lights. Put those. Oh yes, seat belts and things. There's any real risk of us going anywhere anytime soon. Well, okay, so there the fuel cut-offs are there. That's pretty straightforward. Menu, might so each side has got its own sort of mouse thing. Great, lovely. It's flap controls. I'm just going to check and see. Beautiful. My Cytec is working there. Air brakes. Oh, amazing. Right, that's all happy. Ish. What are these? That's the pitch. Beautiful. There we go. That's all set. So happy days there. Alright, well, how do you turn the bloody screen on? That's a button that doesn't seem to do anything. It's a weird disc-shaped thing. What's this do then? That's the armrest pad. How exciting. Well, they've modelled that better than they have the bloody startup systems. Anyway, those of you still awake, thanks very much for staying with it. Master caution, sill, silence alarms, FMS messages, lovely. Okay, that's all pretty straightforward. What is not straightforward, even marginally, that's the standby. It would appear to be engaged. Left-hand master is on. What avionics? Ah, avionics. Ah, things are happening. God alive. Right, so primary flight display, I suppose. There we go. So speed ribbon, pretty straightforward. All of the frequencies, great. For some reason, rather annoyingly, none of my Cytec's radio stacks have come up, which is really annoying. I'm going to turn avionics on there. See, that's not helped me. Maybe it's just not managed like that. I have, because I am cheating slightly, got the central screen with the map on it, and it has loaded up my flight plan. I'll switch you over to this one so you can see what I mean. So there we are. This is okay, it's reasonably straightforward. So center to aircraft, center to way. Okay, that's fine. Pilot. INAV data menu. Cross departure. No SID waypoints, so fine. I have got the latest Navigraph installed for this. No arrival route, fine. Amend search. Okay, so that's pretty straightforward. And then if you add, presumably another window comes up. Fine. And then got a keyboard here, which is lovely. Shit, how do I go back? Uh-oh. Right, better look on here. Clear, delete. No. Bugger. But this is nice. Game says the weather radar. My God. not letting me out either. Lovely. This really is absolutely first class so far. I'm going to have to take some time to actually work it out. Traffic course show doesn't work. HSO range. That's not doing it either. Well, I never. Well, the good news is 002 Hotel Papa. Oh, excuse me. Show info. Open information. I don't really need to see that, do I? Cross. Okay, quit while I'm ahead. Right, this one is called the, let's see if we can get it up. Views, panel, MDU2, I'm guessing. And I'm going to move you over to the other screen. And here we go, flight plan source, KTEB, KCDW, that's all lovely. Okay, that's not so bad. So you can presumably you can stick the SID in. You could do, but I'm not going to. I wonder if that X is there in real life. Cruise then today is 12,000 steps. There's the ceiling. Nothing to do with the reserves. Star if we were bothering, and picture of a ship. Okay, so there's actually quite a nice lot of. Oh, it's got all my safe flight plans. Okay, let's go flight plan active. Alright, but it's not then. Whatever the hell you want. So departure, presumably it would like, it'll tell me I can put in the runway receipt. That's cool. Right, FMS setup. Smart perf learning. Full perf. To look into that. Fuel. Status. Hydraulic, everything green. Engines obviously are off. APU M1 for 60%. Electric, battery, that says the APU is not on. We've still got 28 volts. Hydraulics. Environmental control, lovely. The bleeds, everything's green there. FCS. Fine, so it's basically, I can guess that's probably there's no hydraulics winging their way around. Checklist menu. Aha! Menu, power off, central instrument, parking brake, power on, off, power levers, idle, engine fuel switches. Alright. So how do you get down there then? You get your minus thing up here. Well, none of this is cooperating with me. It's got, I suppose it's got read the manual written all over it. How boring. Let's just go through here. 250, climb, oh that's cool. Descend at 300, climb at 250, clean, the flap speeds, that's all very nice. Tools, timer, cool, that's alright. Oh no, system config, aircraft service. Well, who can say? What is there to say? It just looks really quite not great on the virtual cockpit. I mean, it's just some blocks of grey and not exactly overawed by it all, really. Auto throttle cruise. So I better have a look at the MCP, I suppose. I'll close that for the time being. So I'll get rid of the menu bar in a minute. In fact, I'll get rid of it now for you. Hide menu. Don't know why. Anyone else has to do it twice? Let me know. There we go. Is great news. So Cytec is not even slightly with it on this. It has, however, automatically loaded the height that I put in 12,000 feet. Only reason why I put 12,000 in is it gives the opportunity to chuck everything in. Oh, look at that, 833 and 0.25. Oh god, the bloody nightmare of all nightmares is. Look at wind indication, that's very useful. Why are the Cytecs not working with this? VHF1. God alive. That's going to be horrible to use. So basically, frequencies are here. They only seem to be adjustable on the MCP up here, so you can't adjust them if you're concentrated like this. How the hell are you supposed to adjust them?
New York Center, Air Force 881 with you.
Sorry.
At flight level 402.
That is a classic example why we have a problem. So that's Vox ATC doing what it should do, and God bless it, but I have absolutely no way it would appear of changing the frequency. On either side. Well. So far I'm enjoying this about as much as well, something you really wouldn't enjoy. We just spent 30 bloody quid. Trim radio sense tools. Oh wait a minute, menu, radio, spacing there, all fine and dandy. Bugger. Wait just a moment. They're not even swapping. I wonder. Ah! Shit's just happened. I switched it to ignition. All of the Cytecs have just come on. Maybe I have to forgive it everything. I don't know what that noise is. It's chucked all of the fuels on. So this must be... Christ. Oh, I had that. Right, parking brakes on. So number 1 is up. Number, I guess 3 is up. I don't know how they do the numbering on this. So, bloody Nora. Right, just try and find out what the hell that noise is. That's better, isn't it? Let's try this now. That's even worse. Well, there's 3 engines working. Sorry about this, I'm going to try and find out what that noise is. Bloody hell. Ugh. Right, stop the APU. What's this thing? 52 million quid? How the hell does it make all this noise? It's normal. I'm afraid I'm going to have to find out. Options, sound. Interesting. Now, what the hell's that mean? Alright. I think that's just there for show, really. Now, the next question is, and a heady, happy question it is too. When I just turned the sound off, did I really turn the sound off? Let's try the seatbelt signs and see what happens, because I can hear. Maybe you can too. Cool. Right, well, Christ knows what's going on now. Hide menu bar. Hide menu bar. Well, outside lights, anti-collision. It's now off if it's illuminated. It's gone to reds. Wing lights. Okay, fine. Now here's the one for you. Are the switches this is an interesting one. The side text don't appear. It's making the taxi lights flick on. Landing lights don't appear to be modelled, so that's nice. What's this one then? Cabin light switch. Let's have that on just for the bling of it. Rain repellent, lovely, and rampant. A bit boring. Right. Good. Well, there's a head-up display that doesn't show you anything. There'll be a switch for it somewhere, but knows where. Right, so 121.9. That's all working. Fox ATC is not.
Hold short runway 6. Taxi to northeast. Part 2. Hold short runway 6. Cessna 8 on Charlie.
Fuck knows. Right. Good. Guess there's vertical speed. What's that button do then? The speed hold switch. Nice. Oh, there goes a something. Well, so far it's like all other reasonably complex FSX aircraft. It's reasonably complicated at first. It's downright bloody annoying at second. I mean, there does appear to be LNAV and VNAV loaded up. So I'm going to set the auto throttle to 250. Oh, 255, 250, there we go. And no real evidence that the auto throttle light works. What's that? Is that a cup holder? God's sake. I mean, really? this is pretty dire. It has to be said. This is not really very good. I'm not going to guess at this. Oh, so put flaps and slats to. Let's go and have a look outside. Might cheer myself up. Flaps and slats.
Cross runway 6, taxi to runway 19, Piper 5 for Charlie.
So, there the elevator's working away. Ailerons, nice. Why is the elevator going with the ailerons? Interesting. These exotic French planes, maybe that's how they do it. Let's zoom in. Gotta get. Well, this is exciting. Cockpit, virtual cockpit, go the panel. See, well, let's go have a look in the cabin. That's got to be exciting. Oh. Well. Yeah, not a lot I'm going to say about that. Go outside tower. Right. Back in the virtual cockpit. Now what I'm going to do is go shift 2. Oh! Things. Use advanced realism. Using this option will ensure that you must follow the startup procedures, switching off or left for a quick start. Use sound suite. Oh, well, maybe that's why. Then if I go options sound, bloody hell, I'll use sound suite. Fly-by-wire system as opposed to remove social security parts, show external power unit. No. Movement. Eye point adjustment. Lovely. Right, so fairly standard. So that was shift 2. Shift 3. Oh, fine. So these are just repeats of windows. That's 4. 5 is there. Actually, let's have 5 back up. UTC 12. I don't need to do that. Take off config. Surface 164 anti-ice runway condition. Take off. Compute that. Oh no, let's do flaps 1. Let's 2. Compute that now. Compute it. Tell me in it then. Okay, that's position. Climb FMS. Auto speeds 250. Climb. Cleanest of one. That's no difference there. Oh, fuck. Jesus. Take up data then. Okay, there are the V speeds. Take off weight, distance, blah 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 blah. Send. Scroll checklist, it says. Alright, I saw a tooltip that said ATIS copied. Do I want to put on that? Vox ATC has come up with the bullshit for a local flight. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to leave it on. So we've got traffic going on. I'm not actually going to bother with the I'm not going to bother with making calls. I'm just going to do it. I'm not going to do the ATIS and so forth. I'm not actually going to bother with the I'm really going to go very, very light on this just to see. Taxi clearance obtained. I mean, it's all pretty straightforward stuff. That takeoff. Flight controls free, anti-collision, landing lights off to take it. Right. I mean, I'm just going to bloody well do this because it seems a bit silly not to. I'm going to hide the menu bar. Really hide the menu bar. Shift enter brings my eye point up a bit. So let's try that. I cannot be asked doing this with particular finesse, so here goes nothing. Parking brake appears to be off now, so I've just done it with my feet and the Cytec rudder pedals. And for completeness, taxi lights on. Okay. Oh, for fuck's sake. I am determined not to be beaten by this bloody thing. Environment control mode, good for you. Those all appear to be on. Anti-ice, don't give a shit. Wing de-ice, lovely. Generator 1, generator 2, they should probably be on. Oh shit, they were. Amazing. Left-hand master, right, something's off. Auto brake, guess that should be on. I mean, it's a galley master, that's whatever it is, it's now on. Left-hand isolation, right-hand isolation, well maybe they should come off now. So we've got complete circuit at least. Going around. The APU I turned off some moments ago. Someone needs to do a tutorial video for this, and it needs to not be me. Pitot heat. On.
East, Park 2, hold short runway 6. Cross runway 1, taxi to northeast.
Windshield heat.
Hold short runway 6.
Bit unnecessary, but well, tragedy is not that tragic. And still, are we going to be allowed to taxi? There come the engines. Oh shit. I'm sorry, there must be a whole load of scenery this thing doesn't like to load or work with. It's really choppy today. But I spend all my money on very, very stupid add-ons like this, so what's the point of spending it on a computer if it works properly? Right, well, whilst I'm sat here waiting for this thing to decide whether it wants to taxi or not. Sorry, just having some watermelon juice. This thing is seriously buggering up my frame rate and the scenery and everything else. And it seems to just use huge amounts of memory. I got PMDG 737 and there is no way in hell it would be doing this. No way in hell. That's a runway there, I'm going to take it. I don't care, I haven't found anything to do with TCAS. Well, here you are, ladies and gentlemen. This is a first impressions video, and my first impressions are I hate it. It's loathsome, it looks terrible. But if it looked good, like a Carenado product, you can sort of forgive it not working particularly well, like a Carenado product. But this commits the cardinal sin of both being really quite bad looking and really quite terrible. So bollocks to it, I'm going on this runway. See if I can make this piece of crap go in the air. See if I can fly it using old-fashioned rules. This is hopelessly unrealistic, I'm afraid. Now, he was holding, I've butted in, that's nice. God, this is so jerky and shit. Just not good. Just not good. Right. In real life, the Falcon 7X is renowned for its short takeoff performance, so gotta hope that's real. Oh, sorry, has been simulated by these idiots. Right, that runway looks like it's of some length, so I'm going to do a full resistance takeoff and hope for the best. Wish me luck. Right, throttles are absolutely full open. I should probably put everything on. Off we go. My feet are off the brakes, there we go. I hate this. See 18 knots coming through. I'm not doing any better than that though. Ton now. 120. Oh, horrible. 140, that's V1. God help me. Gear going up. Oh, I just don't like it. Okay, it's interestingly, it's pinged the autopilot into IAS, but it won't ping the autopilot into that. So let's have autopilot's now on. LNAV, please. Altitude, maybe? Jesus Christ, this is just shit. VNAV then, let's have VNAV. VNAV's set. This is quite boring. 220 knots. I mean, it is in fact a fly itself thing, but just look how shit that is. My system is not this terrible. Also, this sound thing. Ugh. It's just awful, but there we are. Let's look at the plus sides, if there is one, for a second. Center to aircraft. I mean, oh, there we go. So I'll show you what I'm seeing on here. The sound is either deafening or just not there. Truth here. They're quite brutal. This is shit. This plane is terrible. And Wilco say that they are in cahoots with Dassault over this, who are the makers of the Falcon, about how anybody in Dassault could have looked at this and said, oh yes, that's a wonderful representation of a product. I do not know. It just isn't a wonderful representation of the Falcon, which is absolutely excellent. You know, it's known to be very, very good. It goes 5,900 miles. It goes extremely quickly. It's got lots of engines and lots of ways of not breaking down, and it's wonderful. This is so bad, it's almost as if I did it. And I know how to 3D model things, and I don't make them know how to look realistic. I can't even code. And I don't see that the people who did this can either. Just dire. If you look at, well, I keep mentioning Caronado, but if this was half as realistic looking as a Caronado product, you could forgive it. I think the best answer when looking at this is that the fact is that the PMDG aircraft, they're concentrating on it being a really very detailed sim, and that's great, and they are, but they also look somewhat realistic, and there's bits of paint and so forth rubbed off in the cockpit, and it looks good. This, on the other hand, ugh, I mean, ugh, it just looks horrible. It's just horrible. Don't like it. I'm not going to give in on it completely and utterly and straight away, but I'm certainly not over the bloody moon with it. Anyway, for completeness, we're now over 10,000 feet, so it seems to be opening itself up and going up to, it wants to go to 365 knots, which would mean the journey will be over fairly quickly. Thank you. But it bonged. It's saying approach ILS 20 nautical miles. Okay. So if I go shift 5 again, takeoff configuration, descent, start, approach runway not selected, well, let's select it then. We'll be coming down from, let's go, oh god, I sort of see how that works with scrolling now slightly. Okay. Right, fine. So approach and landing. QNH fasten seatbelt, slats, flap, SF1, 280-200 before landing, gear, slats, blah, blah, blah. I mean, it's all pretty straightforward. Well, let's, for the giggles of it, go into 10. I don't know if that's good or not. Load approach. Approach snafu loaded. Landing data. Okay, surface wind doesn't seem to know. Steep approach, flaps override. we seem to be having a very, very bumpy just move this out of the way a second. What height are we at? 15,000. And climbing. Jesus Christ.
Caution.
Check speed.
Right, well I pull the throttle back, but of course we're an auto throttle, and the auto throttle should be doing that for me.
Caution. Warning.
Oh, this is going well. What's happened now?
Caution.
Shut
Warning.
up. Fuck up. Oh, this is fun.
Caution.
Let's guess what. Right. In case anyone's just wondering what's going on here, I am taking control of bloody everything. I've turned the autopilot off. And I'm going to turn it round, whack the throttle completely off, and see if manually I can find an airport in which to sling this thing and never go back to it. Right, let's get down again to serviceable height.
Caution.
Let me guess, vertical speed caution? Yes, lovely. Good, because we're going down about 4,000 feet a minute, is that right? Bullshit. Means we'll be on the ground in 4
Warning.
minutes. Good for you. Right. What I'm doing is looking at the flight plan as it is down on the central display, which I'll make you be able to see there, and just trying to
Caution.
aim right, grab the line, all the while descending, but it won't let me descend.
Warning.
And God help us. I told it I wanted to do a steep approach. I'm just hopeful that I got the auto throttle off. Oh no, I didn't.
Auto throttle.
Now I did.
Caution.
What am I cautioning now? 4,500 feet a minute probably is a little excessive, I grant you. But then this is such a dreadful, dreadful aircraft that I really don't care, because my primary preoccupation today is to get the hell on the ground. Never have this darken my flight sim again. 8,500 feet.
Caution.
Oh, we're going quite fast. Right, let's have some speed brakes. There you go. Oh yeah. Look, now I want them the whole way. 289, let's wallow slightly. No, we're climbing for some reason, which is not what I want to achieve. Seemed to do much good pitching down there. It does. That's pretty good. 2000 there. 190 knots. It's fine. Have some speed back. It wants me to do a snafu arrival, which is not going to be an issue. So we're going to go direct snafu, hand flying it all the way. Still 1500 feet a minute. Paul Ryan is now supporting Donald Trump. That's great. I think Trump's got one of these actually. So the one that wasn't in date or something like that. Anyway. Right. Snafu or snafu is on the nose. I cannot see what the scale is there. Yes, I can. 20 nautical miles. So no real distance to snafu. And my first act upon landing this thing will be to get in touch with Wilco and say, been waiting for this aircraft for months. It is appalling. Give me my money back. I mean, who on earth would want to spend hour upon hour trying to make this happen? If anyone is wondering, I do not work for Carinada or anyone else like that. I don't particularly like Carinada. I don't like their attitude towards troubleshooting customer support, and their aircraft often do not work as you would expect, with the oddest of issues, and that is often very frustrating. Equally, they always look good. This is dire. There's just no real care and attention taken into how the cockpit looks or anything really. It's just dire. At least I'm vaguely legal at the moment. Slight right turn to get up to snafu, and we're coming in on runway 10. Or meant to be. Oh, apparently not. Just realised that. So that's moving. We're actually coming on the localizer on 22, so 223. I might as well put that into my course indicator here because that would be quite helpful. As I do my valiant best to get. Oh Christ! Whatever the software is, has also grabbed hold of the Cytec dials, and it has rendered them completely weird. But anyway, 2 degrees off that, I'm sure I can cope somehow. No idea about terrain, I'm not even going to bother thinking about that at this point. 20 nautical miles. Downward lilt, not out of control. I've got the trim back to some sort of, there we go, let's trim it for 1,000 feet a minute descent. No, apparently not. It's running away to nil. slight right turn. What did it say? 200, 190, 180 for the flaps. So lovely and glorious. Let's give it some slowish. Okay, there's some flaps. Get rid of that then, please. Disarmed. Oh, right, we're slowing like shit. That's great. Here comes some throttle back.
SAR 718. Request
Good
pushback
news.
and start.
It's a sort of combined indicator, I see. Okay, I've got flaps in way early. As I'm going visual.
SAR 718.
Below VREF even. Do I want to do that? Yes, I bloody well do. Okay, so there's a pop-up, which is interesting. I've not seen that on anything before. Asking if I wanted to activate the approach into Essex County. The answer is I do. Activate final, it says on the...
Teterboro ground. SAR
Okay.
718 at Bush Park 1.
If
With
it didn't look
information
quite so
November.
shit, that
Ready
would be a
taxi with
pleasant thing.
clearance.
There is the... Okay, so what it has done, I think, is tuned... It looks reasonably possible that it has tuned the nav radios. There's 150 knots. Let's have the gear. If anything, I've got a problem with a lack of speed now. Mind you, this should be fairly docile. Who the hell knows? See if I can see an airport.
Caution.
What am I?
Gear.
SAR 718.
Well, the gear's
Taxi
down.
to runway 1. Hold short runway 6.
I'm going to do a little bit of climbing here.
Taxi to runway 1. Hold short runway 6. SAR 718.
Flat. Caution. Gear.
Well, the gear isn't. The gear's not up because we're landing, dickhead. Amazing.
Teterboro ground. Piper 4187 Mike.
Great fun.
Request startup.
Shut up. This is all fly-by-wire, so I've got the throttles firewalled. No, I see. No, we've got 97% up. I'll do a sharp right into this airport. But what would be nice is to have...
Caution. Gear.
What would be nice is to have this idiot shut up. Follow the flight director, I suppose. And... I mean...
Caution.
It's no real
Gear.
indication that the... I'm going to get a glide slope even. Because that, I would suggest, is indicating it isn't picked up yet. Anyway, I would say that we're probably 2 to 3 miles off, and if I had to lay a guess, and it really is a guess, 222 on the course. Is it going to let
Caution.
me? No, it's just going to go like that.
Gear.
I'm going to try and bring it in, hoping that the course indicator is not leading me a merry dance. 1900 feet should be where I'm at. I have hold of the throttles. There are some things I like. I particularly like the readout of the frequencies
Caution.
on the map.
Gear.
that's all cool. Okay, let's start making what is going to end up being a 100-degree right hand turn. See if I can spot a runway. Be nice. No clue about yaw dampers or anything else, but then no real clue about anything at this point.
Caution.
Okay.
Gear.
One thing I have no issue with is saying that I cannot wait to land, shut down, and request a refund. At least pulling the throttles back does have a marked increase in the speed, so I'll now have some idea of
Caution.
how to make
Gear.
the approach stick if the opportunity ever arises. I've got no real indication still as to where
Caution.
exactly the airport is.
Gear.
I'm thinking that if it has indeed set the nav frequency, which it looks like it might have done,
Caution.
because it indicates to
Gear.
me that I should be making a turn to get on course within reason very shortly. And looking at the flight director, that would bear that out. Though I would have to say it's probably slightly early. Okay, let's bring the nose back up again. 1400 feet is probably not exactly right, is it? What we're going to have to do, which is very dull,
Caution.
shut up,
Gear.
blithering. I mean, the real question is, which side of this hill is it on, or is it on the hill? Is that it there?
Caution.
Um,
Gear.
According to everything, I should be more turned. I think it's in this bowl crucible there. I think this is Essex County. Is that the
Caution.
one for Cornwall? That is in the middle
Gear.
of the valley. Okay, I'm going to come up with the nose again. Looking for something airport-like.
Caution. Gear.
Still need to be turning. Hi Jacob FSX, thanks for checking in. Apologies, I've been missing the chat. I've been trying desperately to fight this blasted thing. Hope you're having a good time. Hope you're having a better time than I am. Okay, there's glide slope indicator has changed colour. And I reckon it's over. It's hidden by a hill. God help me. Oh, wait. Okay, that's an airport there. Okay, right. I've got it. I wouldn't have got it were it not for the fact that I've got designed scenery. And I know that I'm well right of the course. I know that the ILS is not actually ILS. Oh, it hasn't. What it's done. I'm guessing, which is a pure guess, that that's a runway in the middle of it. Yeah, because I'm still right of the path. Those would be runway lights then. Landing lights on, everything else on. God knows why I'm bothering. This is by the book how not to do it. This does not have reverses. 117 knots is not quick enough. There's VREF there. Got it evened out fairly nicely. That's 400 feet, however, so that's pretty shit. That's not glide slope. There, however, is a runway, and we have found it, and we have lined up on it. So let's look at the plus sides. No idea if this thing's got auto brakes. I haven't seen anything. Don't think about it. If it does, pure visual, 240 feet indicated. That's too low, arguably. Spooling in a bit. How on earth can I have 77% of the power down to around 129 knots? Basically holding station. Whew. That's exciting. And now, of course, I've run the other way round. High and fast. I've dumped the throttles completely. Oh shit. Ugh. Oh god, this is horrid. Well, ugh. What the fuck? I'm not surely on the ground. 45, yes I must be. Ugh. Right. How can I put this? It's shit. It's basically 32 euros for the unique privilege of having shit sound. Everything's wrong. It throws the graphics out completely. Don't know why. Basically, I'm going to go off the stream and I'm going to explain to Wilco Publishing that this is just horrible. There's a reason why the video is so short, and especially short on content about the virtual cockpit modelling, and that reason is because it's just ghastly. And I'm not even going to bother shutting the thing down nicely. Oh, wait a minute. I pulled back my I pulled back the prop RPM on the Cytec thing. That seems to have killed it completely. Good job too. I'm going to just turn the sound back on so that when I get to a real aircraft. Oh, lovely. Listen to that. Let's see if I can kill that by doing. It's good. Spool one up. No, the engines are dead, and yet still. Hateful, hateful, shitty aircraft. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, I think really there's not a lot I can say. If you're thinking about buying the Wilco 7X, don't. It's just awful, and it's jerky, it's ghastly. It takes the graphics out on your computer. It's horrid. nil out of whatever point scoring system you would like. Don't buy it. Wait for the PMDG 747 or something interesting like that. Basically, anything from a company who know what they're doing, like PMDG, who are always excellent. Other alternatives is, as I flew the other day for you, the Phenom 300 by Coronado, and use that, and then you'd be quite happy to stick the GTN 750 from Flight 1 in it, and go from there. But basically, thanks everyone for watching, and hello again, Jacob FSX, and I will come up and stream with an aircraft that works, and we'll take it flying and try and make it realistic and use the checklists, and I will use the proceeds of my inevitable refund from Wilco Publishing in order to do it. See you guys again. Thanks for watching. Have a good day.